Hey family, major warning messages have gone out over the past 48 hours regarding multiple outbreaks. The mysterious pneumonia that's affecting children and our seniors continues to spread. People dealing with respiratory issues and having to be admitted into the hospital is causing a major strain, as we saw previously during the pandemic. And on top of that, COVID cases have actually gone up 3 times in the last recent weeks. Lawmakers now are calling for a travel ban to prevent the spread of multiple viruses to protect the American people. We've talked about it a few days ago, but things are starting to get out of control. I have the details to share with you in just a moment, but before we get started, make sure that you'll subscribe to the channel as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off, outbreaks of pneumonia are now affecting children in multiple countries, not just the United States, not just China, but additional countries as well. You may have already heard about the reports about the outbreaks of pneumonia affecting children in the Netherlands, Denmark, and parts of the United States and China, which are higher than usual for this time of year. And parents are keeping a close eye out on their children while public health officials continue to monitor the global incidence of severe respiratory infections and record cases, as well as what could be causing this. However, there is no new virus or other type of new pathogen to worry about in regards to these particular outbreaks. Now, here is exactly what we know as to date, because things continue to change every 24 hours. But pneumonia is an inflammation of the lungs, usually caused by bacterial or viral infections. It may affect deeper lung tissues than bronchitis, which is the airway tube inflammation, and can have symptoms such as fevers, breathing problems, and chest pain showing up as white shade in your lungs when you have your chest x-rays. There is no special designation of the white lung pneumonia, which is scary as it seems. But anyway, so far, these respiratory germs, including respiratory syncytial viruses, or better known as the RSV, they are affecting a lot of people, not just in the U.S., not just in China, but in multiple countries, and it looks like this thing is continuing to spread even further. We just talked about it a few days ago on a different video, and it looks like it has actually multiplied at least twice the size of the amount of infections in which we talked about on that previous video. So anyways, this thing is getting out of hand, and I definitely wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of it. As you see right here, mysterious respiratory illness in China is raising some concerns right now, as the cases reported worldwide. Like I said, this thing is spreading very quickly, and some lawmakers are concerned about the massive rise in respiratory illnesses in the children that is sweeping across China, as we continue to see clusters pop up around Europe, Netherlands, Denmark, and other countries as well, even the United States. We've already talked about how Ohio was suffering from a large number of children being infected by these mysterious lung issues. But anyways, infectious disease physician Dr. Monica, she joined the national desk, Jan Jeffco, to break it all down to us. In this particular article, it says that so what is most likely causing this in our children, especially in China, are having a host of respiratory pathogens because they had 3 years of lockdowns, 3 full years. What did that do? Well, children weren't exposed to any pathogens to RSV, the mycoplasma pneumonia to influenza, and they didn't have any immunity to those pathogens. Now they're getting very susceptible because they're back open, and the wintertime is causing all these respiratory pathogens to occur all at one time in a very susceptible population. So that is her perception in regards to what this mysterious pneumonia lung disease is causing our children to be hospitalized. That is her take on this, but other individuals are thinking a little bit something different. They are thinking this is pretty much a bacterial virus that is spreading across and is very active and contagious in regards to our children specifically, as well as some elderly individuals, our seniors as well. So also don't forget about that. And then we've talked about it previously on this channel, in which some dogs have been developing this mysterious respiratory illness as well. And some dogs have actually been fatal to them as well. So anyway, anyways, I definitely wanted to share that with you. But I did end up pulling up a full map that pretty much reveals all the countries that have been hit so far with a surge in the pneumonia cases. And like I said, some people are calling it mysterious lung disease, mysterious respiratory disease, and some people are calling it the white lung disease because on the x-rays they see a little bit of whiteness on the lung. So anyways, as you see right here in this particular chart, it shows you all of the countries that have been affected by this so far, and we need to be very aware of this. Like I said, Denmark, Sweden, China, Vietnam, Taiwan, Nepal, Switzerland, Netherlands, UK, USA, Thailand, Singapore, as well as Indonesia and India. All of those countries are getting hit right now, and they are all on alert, a huge alert, guys, because these are the countries that are pretty much being hit with a surge in the pneumonia cases. So this thing is spreading, and now we have lawmakers. In fact, we actually have 5 Republican lawmakers that are calling on President Biden to go ahead and put out travel restrictions in regards to China. Yes, Republicans in the House and the Senate want President Biden and the administration to restrict travel to China amid a rise in respiratory infections among our children. And as you can see right here, the 5 senators are asking Biden to impose these China travel bans. And yes, 5 Republican senators led by Marco Rubio this past Friday asked the president and his administration to ban travel between the United States and China after the spike in Chinese respiratory illness cases have been surging all over, saying in a statement that, look, we should immediately restrict travel between the United States and China until we know more about the dangers posed by this particular new illness. This letter was signed by Rubio as well as some of the other top Republicans in the Senate Intelligence Committee, along with other senators as well. So anyways, they're saying that the rise in cases became a global issue last week when the World Health Organization has asked China for more information, citing a report on clusters of undiagnosed pneumonia in children by the Program for Monitoring Emerging Diseases, in which we all know that China is trying to hide this, if you will, saying that they have everything under control. But we've also seen this played out earlier in 2020, in which they told us the same thing about COVID-19. They said that, look, no need to worry, we have it all under control. And then your next thing you know, the entire world is shutting down for more than 2 years in regards to COVID-19 spreading and killing millions of people in the United States. So anyways, we definitely need to be mindful of this. Do not trust China at this particular time, because they are only looking out for themselves, not looking out for the rest of the world, if you will. Would you guys agree? If so, comment down below and hit that like button for me. I would appreciate it. And in fact, let me go ahead and show you exactly what I'm talking about in regards to why we cannot trust China right now. As you can see right here in this particular report, it says that Chinese censors, they ended up censoring and deleting some news that ended up getting released. Well, anyways, the Chinese administration ended up finding out about this, and they pretty much put out a cease of letter to the individuals, and they ended up taking that report down. But anyways, this particular report followed up on social media reports that said that the hated health code is back amid a wave of pneumonia cases. That is the exact name of this particular app. But it says right here that Chinese censors have deleted a news report investigating claims that the local governments had brought back a hated disease tracking app that was used during the zero COVID era to confine people to their homes amid an ongoing wave of respiratory infections across the country, according to the local media reports. On December the 1st, top news articles cited social media posts across China as saying that the local governments had both brought the app back online after returning it following the lifting of 3 years of harsh COVID restrictions in December of 2022, with users posting screenshots of their green health code from the app. So that was the actual proof that this particular app has actually come back again, which I will say the Chinese individuals that live in the country, they are furious about this app. Some individuals ended up saying that they were hoping to never see this app resurface while they are living on Earth. And now they have to be suffered with this particular app coming back again. Yes, what do we have to say about this? But anyways, Chinese has ended up censoring that information, and it can no longer be found out there in the social media platform. So anyways, be mindful of that, because there was a reason why that happened. But anyways, they don't want to necessarily cause alarm at this time. So anyways, we'll just have to continue to keep protecting ourselves in the meantime. But on top of all those previous outbreaks in regards to the pneumonia, mysterious lung disease, the white lung disease, as well as affecting our dogs, yes, COVID-19 variant is back on the rise again. Yes, as you can see, this COVID-19 variant was rare previously, but now cases have tripled over the last 2 weeks, according to the CDC reports. Yes, a particular mutated strain called the BA.2.86 accounts for nearly 1/10 of circulating viruses, according to the projections by the CDC. A recent estimate indicates that the BA.2.86 makes up 9% of the COVID-19 cases. Although that is not a firm number, health officials say that the variant is likely accounts for about 5 to 15% of circulating variants in the United States alone. The numbers are less important, according to Dr. Perry Hakatis, which is the dean of Rutgers School. He said that, look, the pattern is more important, and it looks like it is growing at a rapid pace. Yes, guys, what we were talking about, well, COVID-19 cases are on an uptick right now. As you can see, specifically in the state of Minnesota, COVID levels have risen by 50% compared to the Thanksgiving levels. That means this thing is spreading, and it has been spreading over the last 2 weeks or so. But anyways, you can see in this particular video, it says that statewide cases are up 51%, and Northwest Minnesota cases are up by 250%. So yes, we obviously know that this thing is starting to spread once again. You can see on this particular chart right here, which is basically the statewide for Minnesota. But anyways, you can see that the virus ended up tapping out and going down and pretty much just settling for a long time. But as you can see, as of November, as of September, those numbers, those cases have actually been starting to trend a little bit up, if you will. So anyways, guys, we'll just have to continue to keep monitoring this. And then when we go to the CDC COVID data tracker, we can see that looking at these particular numbers in regards to the hospitalizations for COVID, it says that they are up by 10+% in the most recent weeks. Yes, the deaths are up by 2.5%. The emergency department visits are up by 1.7%, and the test positive are up by 1.2%. And all of this is within the last couple of weeks or so. So anyways, yes, guys, we have lots of outbreaks going on right now. We have COVID to worry about. We have the white lung disease, or the mysterious pneumonia disease. We also have the thing that is affecting our dogs, respiratory illnesses as well. And a lot of children are being hospitalized right now. The hospitals are filling up in China and starting to fill up in the United States as well. We've already saw where that small county in Ohio, those hospitals were pretty much running at maximum capacity. I believe they had about 168 or 169 children affected by this lung disease. So anyways, this thing is spreading all over the world, and we need to be mindful of this, guys. We need to keep our eyes on it, because we never know when this might lead us down the path to another pandemic. Will we have to shut down again? I sure hope not, guys. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this, the outbreaks in multiple countries, multiple states in the United States. Let me know how you feel about this. Comment down below. Hit the like button for me. I would appreciate it. Outside of all that, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, that's all I have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or some free cash, such as signing up for the Amazon Prime membership, where you can get 30 days for free, which is a great time because everybody is looking for Christmas items for their family and their loved ones. And what a great way to be able to sit at your house and order things and have them delivered to your house for free. Also, Add the Rakuten app, which is the #1 cashback website, which you can receive some additional money on your purchases that you make with Amazon. And in addition to that, Rakuten has a bonus right now where they're giving away an additional $30 after you sign up and use it. But anyways, those are just a few, but be sure to check out all of the links down below. And real quick, I want to remind you guys about Bitcoin. We haven't necessarily talked about that in quite some time, but Bitcoin has finally turned around and now it is headed towards $100,000. If you were looking for a place to put some of your money to make a little bit of calculated risk, check out Bitcoin, in which you can buy those at any given price, however much money you have, and you want to put some money on it. Bitcoin might be a good opportunity. Be sure to know your risk when you put any type of money into crypto. But anyways, I'm definitely adding more money myself, and I wanted to share that information with you today. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.